This is the project that we have, the 800 million seed money. This is your legacy tower, which is 12 floors. This is the legacy project that will start next year. This is the specialty center. It will be connected by an elevated walkway across the street, and all the buildings will be connected with an elevated for ease of transportation from building to building. This is how it looks, and please take note. I think it was Ed who asked me, my dormitory. The master plan provides for a dormitory building and a halfway house for our relatives or patients who come from faraway places. Halfway house, dormitory, and more importantly, to address immediately the covered waiting area for the waiting patients and families. David Kakala, ito nila. Di ba, hindi kita sumakot na likod? Hindi nga building ng national support, added din may mga lingkuran, amo na tira. Ito nga nagkakalingkod, amo tira relative na emergency room. They will be housed here. Okay? And it will be right next to the cancer facility. So, we focus on this. We work, part of this is this structure, and the waiting area will hopefully be part of our rehabilitation 700 million. Okay, this is it. All these are part in the phase 6 progression. So, this is how. Next slide, please. All right. Next slide. This is now isolating these new projects. The light ones are old facilities. The new projects will be this area, this walkway across, the interconnection shall reach our agency, this one. But we focus on the immediate concerns, this and this. Between this and this will be part of the rehab. Next slide, please. This is the legacy project. The total cost for this project will run about 5 billion. For this is not just a building. This is actually a full capacity hospital with 600 chairs for outpatient laboratory and OPD, and a full capability operating room theaters and 350 beds per patient. The specialty center to cater transplantation, bypass surgery will have about another 250 beds. 250 plus 350 will end up 600 beds, augmenting what we have on the floors and our expansion. And mind you, the money has already been officially released by the DBM, the initial money for 2024 on the last quarter release, unprogrammed. We didn't have program. 800 billion. The total unprogrammed fund for Eastern Visayas in the last quarter is 1.67 billion. 1.67. And this never happens to any hospital without. Needlessly, you know who it is. So, this is big. 170 million will be for badly needed equipment immediately. 700 will be the badly needed rehabilitation to address the current situation. 800 million forward for this. And for next year, this project has already been part of the BICAM at 2 billion. 2 billion. For 2025. So things are moving. For 2026, another 2 billion. So that until we finish this. Make no mistake, it wasn't a joke when we said. I couldn't present this earlier because I waited for some documents to be presented before we open our mouth. Otherwise, puro hangin na nito. No. Next slide, please. This is how it looks. Okay? The facade of this hospital will now be carried into all the old buildings so that unified that facade. Next slide, please. It will be carried here, and you will have crossways. Yes.
Baka mo may masakit yan na napagpapalala.
Ayun yun, already. But this is now realization. This is now the realization. It's moving. Now, 8 months pala ulit. But we need to move and to champion this. Dili na kami. We need media to help us. Ini nga property, ako nila. Kanang gobyerno. Well, that's the reason why when we start evicting people and then local government will evict people, we need media to be on our side. It's government property for the common good of everyone. For the common good. Hindi mo na negosyo din kung may ka na kamuya na kinahanglan na nakon. Kinahanglan na nakon, kahit kinahanglan, may dadalitan mo ka na mga masyadong.
Pero kung okay ko yun.
Well, nagtik lang ko 20. Kaya siguro mga 100. So, next slide, please. Okay, so that's how it will look. Generally, next slide, please. May dito niya helipad, ha?
Wow.
It has a helipad because it's an emergency area capable.
Mga pala yung airlift.
Yes. Ano na we cater also military victims. In ambush. Ano, pagdarangan eh. Makatupa na yung airport, paglanding. So, dito niya man na. Para direksyon na yan, surgical capability dito. So, there's a helipad for this. Next slide, please. Okay. I'll show you just the concept for Eastern Visayas. This is it. What I saw here, pero may nalulunod this after. This is how it's going to be. Then you will have this now. Yes,
facility that will be having for Region 8. Siguro mahusay na ihapon nandun yung mga pamatasan.
Of course, of course. Of course. Of course. It's part of
Para, oo, urusa na.
yes, of course. But before saying pamatasan, ano, sister, sometimes it's all about if we put a Filipino to drive in Manila, they drive like crazy. Put a driver in Subi. Nasunod man. Bisa mo na stoplight na preno. Pero kaso nila, unahin kita. Kasi hindi takbo ba? You see, it's an attitude that can easily be modified.
Kaya, nalapakyan ako ito. Naiiba talaga ito. Matuman din nga tanan. So, na-expect ka rin.
Of course. Correct. Now, dili na ako, ha? Itong tagsa-tagsa batasan ng tao, labi na ako na hindi ka mag-hire ng tao. Kandidating personality ng tao, makuha. Diba? People can come in best dressed with the attitude appropriate for the interview. Pero, hindi mo kayo pamatasan. Nagawas na naintindihan. And there's so many reasons why these things happen.